Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. If you have not seen our two previous early access videos, you're going to want to go ahead and check those out before you watch this one. But before we get into this one, thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel within the last week or two. We've gotten literal hundreds of new subscribers, and I appreciate all of you for being here, as well as the subscribers that were here before set review content for March of the Machine released. This has been an amazing week of content creation for me. I feel so connected to the Daily Draft community, and it's been an awesome time having you all here. And I'm super excited to have you all for our second early access premiere draft of March of the Machine, playing against other well-known content creators. It's been an absolute blast for me so far. We did 2 sealed runs in a video that released on Thursday. We did a previous premiere draft in a video that released on Saturday, and it was a spicy deck and spicy gameplay. If you haven't watched that one yet, go watch it. I'm about to give spoilers for it. We had a sweet blue-black control deck that was companioning Yorion, and played 60 cards and had like 8 removal spells and had like Halo Forager and Kairi and Hitotsugu, and it was a blast. Ended up doing pretty well with that deck, and we're going to do our second early access draft here. And I'm going to post this one a couple days before the set releases for you all, and then you can get in and do it all yourself. So yes, thanks so much for being here for early access. For those of you that don't know what it is, I kind of already explained it a little bit, but it's basically this today for recording for me is Thursday, April 13th. And that's the day we all get a fully loaded access account, see how many gems and coins I have. This is a VIP account that Wizards has given me. So thank you so much, Wizards, for allowing me participation in this event. And you know what? I'm excited to draft. So let's get into Pack 1 Pick 1 here. All right, here we are in Pack 1 Pick 1. Let's see who we're drafting with here. Sir Flyers, we played him in our last draft that you could have seen a couple days ago. Gauntlet X, Anderson Nascimento, we also played him in a sealed deck build. We played against Sky Bills last week. Geek for AI, Mercurio Blue, and ATO. So lots of great content creators with us here. You can check out their channels as well. I see Ren and Realmbreaker. I don't even know what this does, but I'm probably taking it. For 3 mana for a 4 loyalty planeswalker. Fixes your lands, gives your thing mills perm. Yeah, we're taking we're taking Ren and Realmbreaker. Why wouldn't we? What other good cards here? Invasion of Xerix is a really good one. 4 mana bounce spell, and it turns into a flying creature with power and toughness equal number of the creatures you control. This has been very good. Seal from Existence is very good. Final Flourish is good. Botanical Brawler. I haven't seen a green-white token or green-white counters deck yet, but I'm sure it's supported. But we're going to go ahead and take Ren and Realmbreaker here. Azuri. 4 mana, 3/3. Whenever a creature with power 2 or less ETBs, you get an experience counter beginning of combat. Put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Don't mind if I do. A little bit of blue-green mythic rare action going here. Is this a mythic or regular? I guess that's a mythic. Can barely tell. Looks orange/yellow. Now there is an Invasion of Kamigawa, which is a card I like, but I don't know. This seems pretty good too. We have to make sure that we have some creatures that are power 2 or less in the deck. But we're going to go ahead and take Azuri here. Overgrown Pest is a really, really good reason, and also goes very well with Azuri. There's a Thornwood Falls that could wheel. A Notvold Hermit, which is a card I do really like, that would go perfectly into this deck. 4 mana, 4/4. Can transform into a 5/5 that can make something else a 5/5 when it attacks. It's very good. But I think the synergy with Pest and Azuri makes it just enough better that I'm going to go ahead and take Overgrown Pest here. This is one that, sorry, I'm not reading a lot of these cards, but it's a 3 mana 2/2. You can basically find a land or a battle. A land or a transforming card from the top of your deck when it ETBs. Next we have not a great pack here. If we're thinking blue-green, there's Captive Weird, which is, it's fine. It's a decent little defensive creature. There's Stasis Field as a kind of removal spell. Oracle is not really one I like. neither of these either. And Wildwood Escort has been okay. It's a little expensive, but it's been okay. So I'm between the Weird and the Stasis Field here. The Weird, again, goes well with the Azuri. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just take the Stasis Field as kind of a removal spell. Ooh, Finn. That goes really well with what we're doing. Again, with Azuri as well. So it's a 2-mana 1/3 Death Touch. And honestly, that's about all it is, but it's fine. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, they get 2 poison. This isn't quite the poison format. Now, there is Blighted Burgeoning if we don't want to go blue. But I think with Finn in here, I think this seems fine to me. So I'll go ahead and just take Finn. And yeah, not a bad start so far. We're not locked into blue. I think we're pretty close to locked into green at this point. But we're not necessarily locked into blue here, so let's see what we can find. Seed of Hope is the only green card. Mill 2, put a permanent from the Among the Mill cards in your hand, you gain 2. That's not great. Urn of Godfire is not really great. There's a random tap land here. There's also Kenra Spell Spear, which... this card is so good. 2-mana 2/2 Trample Prowess. And you can transform it to a Trample Ward 2 Prowess. Prowess. Yes, I did not stutter. Double Prowess. I think... well, I mean, Oculus Whelp could be decent in blue-green, I guess. There's really not much else here, if we're being honest. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Oculus Whelp. Again, some pretty underwhelming packs. There's Rona in the Multiverse Legend slot. There's another Stasis Field for removal. There's Eyes of Gitaxias, which I think this format has been slow enough that this card is actually pretty good. I was worried about how fast or slow this format would be, and it's been pretty slow so far. And Eyes of Gitaxias, you have the time to cast this and transform it. Makes the Oculus Whelp better too. Ooh, Bonded Herd Beast. Yes, please. 5-mana 4/5 turns into a 7/5 with Menace. And I think that's probably just the best card in this pack. There's a Sky Warden, which transforms your tokens. There's a Defector, which dies in Incubate 3. Seed of Hope, no thank you. Kite Seal, no thank you. Let's take the Bonded Herd Beast here. Well, there's another one. We don't have any knights yet for the Protocol Knight. This is a card I like. It basically freezes something if you have a knight. Moment of Truth, not for this deck. I don't know what deck this is for. But we'll go ahead and take another Bonded Herd Beast, I suppose. Combat Trick could be playable. So target creature or land becomes a 4/4 with haste, and it must be blocked. No, I don't think that's it. Guess we'll take the Combat Trick. We're probably going to end up being pretty high. All right, well, we have the Island Cycler here. 6-mana 5/6. When it attacks, you can tap 2 other untapped creatures. If you do, it's unblockable and has Island Cycling, more importantly. So we'll go ahead and take that. The battles aren't wheeling, which is understandable because battles are very good. We didn't have many in our draft deck on our first draft for early access here, but we were very good at protecting battles that our opponents gave us. So, +3/+3 and Ward 2 for 4. That's huge. I don't think we're playing this, but like that's a lot for 4 mana. Because it also has cycling, so you could just discard it. Put a permanent from among the milled cards. So yeah, we're gonna be pretty heavy on the permanents here. I mean, I think everything we have so far is a permanent. Again, not really playing any of these, but it's good news that green is coming around. We do want to be green. I guess Eyes of Gitaxias is our only non-permanent. Is that right? Oh, and the trick, I guess. Each player mills 2, put an instant on top of your library. Probably not for us. All right, bloated processor, you are good. 3 mana, 3/2, sacrifice a Phyrexian, put a counter on it when it dies. Incubate X, where X is its power. That is a good one. There's a lot of good cards in this pack. There's Deadly Derision, so Seal from Existence. Again, the battle is not for us. There's a Wary Thespian. What is our curve looking like? Because there's also a Temporal Cleansing. But again, we want to be a permanent-based creature deck, I think. It's kind of a sad first pick here with Wary Thespian. But I think it's what I'm going to go ahead and take, unfortunately. Alright, the Invasion again, not for us. 8 mana, 8/8 Trample Hexproof. It does not have Convoke, notably. There is Zarek's Strobe Knight, which can create more knights. I found this card to be pretty good. There's a Temporal Cleansing here. There's a Botanical Brawler, but the last one didn't wheel, so someone is in green-white. There's a Dina if we want to splash, but probably not. So it's between Strobe Knight and, like, Cleansing, I guess. What's our interaction looking like? Stasis Field? Again, we kind of want to be a pretty heavy permanent-based deck. So I think I'm going to take the Strobe Knight here. Giganta. That would mean we have to give up on Wrenn. I don't think we can take Giganta. I think we have to take the Overgrown Pest here. Ooh, Skittering Surveyor. Hello. I think I'll just take the Pest. How many transforming cards do we have? Does it tell us? No, not really. We have double Herd Beast. We have an Incubate token. And that's it. I'd love to companion Giganta here. But that means we have to get rid of Wrenn, and I don't want to do that. So it's between Pest and Surveyor. I think I'm going to take the Pest. Okay, underwhelming pack here. Again, we're getting Aura, God, or Demigod. No gods and demigods. What's our aura? Stasis Field? It's not great. Could just take a random Ravenous Sailback, but this card hasn't been great. Squee the Immortal. There's our Multiverse Legend. I love that art on that one. It's like the Dominaria kind of stained glass. This is definitely an underwhelming pack. Final Flourish probably being the best card here. But we'll go ahead and take another creature. Another Pest. Don't mind if I do. There's a Kami of Whispered Hopes, which is pretty good, but we're not really a +1/+1 counter deck necessarily. Thornwood Falls would be great, but again, Overgrown Pests are they're just good cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and take another one. Ooh, now here's a pack. We have Renata, we have another Herd Beast, and a Timberland Ancient, and a Skittering Surveyor. I think it's gotta be Renata. 4 mana, star 3. Power is equal to devotion to green, and we've already got a lot of green going on here. So I think I'm taking Renata. The curve is pretty good so far. Let's take Renata. One of the better Multiverse Legends, because there's a lot of Multiverse Legends that are like, they do things that don't really work in this format. They're just like instant and sorcery based or like vampire based or just weird things that aren't supported in March of the Machine. Cosmic Hunger, pretty light Cosmic Hunger pickup. This is one I'm willing to run as a removal spell, so that's definitely great. So that is the Bite spell. We have Blighted Burgeoning for fixing, but I don't think we need that. There's Portent Tracker for battles, but again, we have not been lucky enough to open good battles for us. So I guess it's just a Streetwise Negotiator. It's kind of like a 2 mana 2/2 that can put a counter somewhere else and maybe give it attacks this turn. lets things fight with its butt for a moment. Curve is looking pretty nice. I spoke too soon. Now we got nothing. There's a Simulate Essence, but we're not playing this. So I guess maybe Kite Sail? I don't know. We've got a lot of creatures that work with Azuri already. We've got 3 Pests, a Strobe Knight, a Negotiator, a Finn. So it's already 6 or 7, which is pretty good. Would like to pick up a couple more transforming cards for the Pests here. Particularly at least 1 or 2 battles. But all the battles have not touched our colors, unfortunately. This is just too expensive. Now it's nothing but blue and green cards. That's good news for us. I guess we can take the Forest Cycler. I really do like having at least one of the cycling ones for each of the colors I'm in. These cards have been quite good. Another Wary Thespian. Change the equation, no thank you. Man, is it hard to build these decks in week 1. Like, we're taking nothing but blue and green cards, and we have an entire deck if we want it right now. We still have a whole pack left. The Invasion Wield. Maybe we could play the Lookout. I doubt that's what we're going to want to be doing, but we'll keep it here for now. And what do we find in pack 3? I want the Uncommon Battle in green that comes with 3 defense. Couldn't find it. Instead, we'll take another rare in our colors in Inga and Asika with Cats on Mario's Rainbow Road. 4 mana 4/4 creatures you control have vigilance and can tap for mana of any color. Only to cast creature spells. And when you cast a creature spell, if 3 or more mana was spent from creatures to cast it, you draw a card. Great card here. Lots of things we could wheel. We have a Surveyor, probably not wheeling. Inga, also probably not wheeling. But happy to take Inga and Esika here. Alright, here is a battle we could take. Invasion of Kamigawa. 4 mana battle. Comes with 4 defense. Taps an artifact or creature, puts a stun counter on it. And then it flips into a Saboteur. There's also Stasis Field. Tangled Skyline is a good card. There's the Hidetsugo and Kairi, the star of our deck on Saturday. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take our first battle here. Alright, we finally whiffed. Don't think any of these cards are making our deck. Could just take another combat trick, but like it's probably not going to matter for us. It's 2 mana to make a creature a 4/3 and draw a card. This is going to be a tough deck build, that is for sure. Alright, Invasion of Xerax, why can't you be blue-green? It's a great one. Do we have the fixing? The answer to that is no. There are 3 pests, that can kind of help, but when there's a Cyber Cryptomancer here, you could just take that too. 2 mana 0/1 flash, backup 1 hexproof, which means it gives the creature hexproof that you put the counter on. It's almost like a combat trick that leaves behind an 0/1. And that is pretty good. Definitely great for a creature include, like a heavy creature deck like ours is. And things are drying up. I don't think I'm playing 2 Ravenous Sailbacks. There is another battle here, but it's not for us. So I'll just take the Sailback, but probably not playing it. Ooh. Yeah, it's got to be not Volt Hermit, right? Over War Historian? What's our curve looking like? Not horrible. Yeah, it's not Volt Hermit. 4 mana 4/4 transforms into a 5/5 that makes another thing a 5/5, as opposed to War Historian. I'd probably play a War Historian if I got one. Alright, Converter Beast. Is this the deck for you? 4 mana 0-1 Incubate 5. This card has been good. I've played against it a few times and it's been pretty good. There's also an Oracle of Tragedy and a Stasis Field. I think we're just taking Converter Beast. The only reason I might not play it in this deck is because our 4-drop slot is pretty crowded. But otherwise, I mean, it's pretty good. May not play the Tidal Terror. That one leaves a little bit to be desired as far as power. So would we rather consider a Portent Tracker or an Expedition Lookout? This is a ramp, like it's a Mana Dork. And we have a lot of 4s, so this is actually probably pretty good for us. It ramps us from 2 to 4. Wow, the Inga did wheel. So did this invasion. I like this one, but it's tough to fit that in our deck. I guess I'll take the Inga. I don't know if we're playing her with all our 4-drops. And look at that. That's way too many. We'll figure it out in deck building. Tangled Skyline Wield. Wow. 5 mana, incubate 5, gain 5 life, and gives Phyrexians reach. Yargle. 5 mana, 9/3. Yeah, probably a better chance we play this than the other one. None of this matters. None of this matters. Alright, so here's the deck with 33 cards. Let's see how we're going to build it here. Definitely cutting some 4-drops, I'll tell you that. Okay, so what are our non-creatures? I don't think we need a Shapecraft. Stasis Field is whatever. Adaptation is just a random combat trick. So we have the double cyclers. I don't think I want 2 sailbacks, maybe not even just 1. So what are our best in order 4-drops here? Probably something like this. Wait, it just reordered it all for me. Why did it do that? So it's going down. Okay, so something like Oculus Whelp or Ingaruna is probably not making the cut. Okay, still need a few cuts here. Are the lookouts good enough? We have enough 2-drops. I don't think we need the lookout. So now, how many triggers do we have for Inga and Esika? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9. That's pretty good. We don't have a lot of interaction, so Stasis Field might need to make the cut. This is just a random combat trick, which I don't mind. We're like almost mono green here. I just noticed that. Tidal Terror seems like the worst of the cycling. I think I can run an Ancient. The Herd Beast both seem fine. Ravenous Sailback can destroy Incubate tokens. Guess we can cut the combat trick. Do we need 17 lands or can we run 16? With 3 pests, we're probably going to hit our 4th land drop most of the time. We have a couple of mana sinks to flip our incubates over here and here. As well as the herd beast. No, it's got to be 17, I think. Still probably something like this at the minimum. 2 more cuts, you say? Is it Eyes of Gitaxias? It doesn't really fit in the deck. It's a fine card, it just doesn't really fit. And then 1 more cut here. I keep coming back to Ravenous Sailback. It still leaves us with 18 creatures. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I think we can cut it like that. We have Esika and Inga and Esika and Azuri, Invasion, Strobe Knight, Cryptomancer, Stasis Field as blue. So yes, 10-7 probably, all right. All right. Well, this is a pretty sweet deck here. It doesn't really go along with the whole blue theme of like transforming things. Or blue-green theme, but it's got 2 mythics and a rare, which I like. We did manage to get 1 battle, so that's not bad. All right. Well, that's how we're going to be running the deck, and I will see you in the game, the first game. See you in game 1. All right. They have kept 7, and we have a slow hand, but we are on the draw, and we do have a 2-draw, potentially 3, so I guess we're keeping. And we're playing against Nikolai Bolas here, another prolific YouTube content creator, as I'm sure many of you have probably heard of before. Oh, look, it's Streetwise Negotiator. What if I had one as well? All right, so what are we doing with this next turn? Probably just plussing. Oh, didn't move the camera, sorry. I'll move in a moment. All right, they got the backup. Okay. No blocks. Vigilance, Hexproof, and Haste. Okay. Is there anything we want to play pre-combat? Inga and Esika give creatures Vigilance. Are we going to lose Ren here? We're probably going to lose Ren. Unless we try to block this. Which we could block it with, like, a Notvold Hermit. Oh, why did I attack with that? For some reason I thought they just had... I thought it had Vigilance, because I thought I had already played that. Well, let's do this. Oh gosh, now I had to tap that. What am I even doing? This has not gone well. I have made mistakes. Mistakes have been made. Let's put it that way. All right, down goes Ren. Okay, well we still have some good cards in hand, so I'll try to recover from here. So now it has Vigilance. Can't cast Cosmic Hunger because this can only cast creature spells. Oh. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do we deal with that? we jump it? What do I do? Turn 6, Yargle and Multani. 18 power. Okay. Jeez, I don't even know. Can they give it trample? Well, I guess we have to do this, don't we? All right, do they have... They gotta have a combat trick right now, right? Or a way to kill this? Yeah, it looks like they do. So it didn't matter what we were doing there. Okay. Yeah, our deck is not... Double Yargle. Yargle Tribal. Okay. This is just so awkward. Like, I mean, we can't do anything really. So they hit us for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that is lethal. So good game. Yeah, when they play an 18-6 on turn 6, it's going to be hard to win that game. Okay, we go first this time with a 2-drop into a 3-drop into a 4-drop. I've seen worse opening hands. Playing against Jamalo. See if we can clean up the sloppy play from last time. I definitely didn't need to lose Ren like I did. I attacked, tapped my creature, and then managed to also tap my forest to play another spell that they then just removed, and that was basically the end of the game. So we'll see if we can clean that up. Okay, they did mulligan. Tetsuko. All right. Let's go ahead and get in there. And then we'll just cast our flyer. Now, if we miss a land drop, I will Forest Cycle and cast Wary Thespian just to make sure we can hit these 2 cards. But if we hit the land drop, I think we'll just keep going with our lands. Can't block it. Okay, pushing damage. Okay, found our land. And I guess we just do this now. And get the beats on. Are they mono blue or are they color screwed? Looks like they just might be color screwed here. This should probably do it, I would think. Yeah, they did take the mulligan, so it looks like they might have just gotten a little bit... Yeah, they found their planes here now. What do they got now? Well, they got 2 chump blockers. Well, we can cast 2 spells. Can also flip this. Make it a 7/5 menace. Does that kill them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think it's just game. Because then they block... Yeah, so this would be just game here. Yeah, you know, mana screw happens to everyone. At least there's no stakes in today's event, so... Alright, we're on the draw. We have a 2-drop. We need blue, and then 5s. Mulliganing is bad, so... That's not what I meant when I said I need blue. PJ Trick. Unfamiliar with PJ Trick, but hello. Alright, we found the blue. Oh, that card is so good. Just transform it next turn. You know, I think we're going to find the land by the time we get to turn 5, so... Okay, I would have said happy to trade, but they chose not to. And I'm not going to leave this back to block because they're blue-red. They're going to have some spells here, so... This card, gosh, why is that card so good? Why do they have double prowess on the backside? It doesn't even take that much to flip it. Ooh, we can flip this immediately. What do we get on the backside? We get the Saboteur. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's do this. And go ahead and flip the battle. And see if this ends up being worth it. Oh, that's right. Okay, here's a little extra synergy. We flipped the battle, which does count as casting. When you flip it, you do cast it here. And we did cast the battle and the backside in the same turn. Oh god, what does this do? Oh, they search instant sorcery. Okay. Stoke the flames, yep. Stoke the Flames can't kill the Herd Beast. If they flip this, they get an enchantment that can copy spells. Interesting. Okay, I think I'm going to let them flip it if they want to use the Stoke the Flames on it. No, don't do anything to the Herd Beast. That's so mean. That was going to be the thing that killed you. That's all right. No, don't do anything to the Saboteurs. Oh, they had Stoke the Flames. We saw. Oh, what a turn. Okay, well, you have to take 8 or 7 now, right? Yeah. So we do this, we do this. We don't need that. We get in and we make another 2/2 here. Now they're at 1. We're at 17. Let's see what spell they can copy. They've got options here. I wonder if they're calculating if they're dead or not. Good game, they say. All right, apparently not. All right, we got there with just our just beat down of creatures. And we've advanced into silver. We are catching up with the rest of the crowd. Let's go. All right, well, we have a pretty good curve here with Portent Tracker and Pest. Playing against Iron Wolf again. I played a sealed event beginning, and this was my very first opponent of the day. Baral, Chief of Compliance. Instant sorceries cost 1 less to cast. Must be nice. All right, well, now we have Portent Tracker going into Inga and Essica. So let's do that. That's a good one. Let's hope it survives here. If it survives, we have protection. What does this become? A 2/4 that draws a card when it enters? Oculus Whelp. All right, they got some flyers here. No. Well, we can't cast Overgrown Pest this turn now because it's going to shuffle away our Inga and Essica. So, what happens when you transform a card that has a stasis field on it? Is it still an O2? I'm not sure the answer to that question. And for that reason, I'm going to do it this way. Well, I'm not blocking, so get on in there, I suppose. All right, counterspell. I mean, I have to here, so. Well, I don't have to. I could play the pests, but I would much rather get this down. Yep, they had the counterspell. Okay. Nice little bonus for you. I mean, I don't know what else I'm... Oh, for some reason I thought I could cast that. Apparently not. They're still not choosing to transform their area list here, which is concerning. So let's just take the pest and not play into another counter spell. Putting Azuri and Tangled Skyline on the bottom, that's not the greatest, but we'll take a Bonded Herd Beast. And then we'll untap land. Play another pest. And we'll take our battle here now. No plays, but they had something they could have done that they chose not to. Okay. Well, let's play our invasion here, see if they counter it. Our Portent Tracker can threaten to start putting that down as well. They had another one. Okay. Sure. Baral.deck, countering spells with Artistic Refusal. Okay. Alright, well we got rid of Baral, so at least there's that. But we're at 11 and they have a two-powered flyer here, so gonna have to watch out. Okay. They ramped with a land. Let's see if they can use that extra mana. A second Baral? How unnecessary. um... I guess we just play Bonded Herd Beast, right? Well, we're probably not transforming this because we're tough on mana here, but let's go ahead and get in. We're not tough on mana, we're tough on life. The most mana efficient thing was Converter Beast, more than likely. They gain a life, okay. Gonna have to find an answer to this 2/4 flyer. Okay, so we can cast both of these here. Can we outrace them? We're trying. At least Chump blocks that. It like gives us a moment. All right, in we come. Let's try to get around their counterspell if they have it. Looks like they do. Oh, they have another one? Are they playing 3 artistic refusals? I think they are. No? Okay, it looks like they're going to counter our Converter Beast. They pretty much have to. Yeah. That's the one I thought they had, the Assimilate Essence, the one that, unless they pay 4, because we could have paid 4 for this. So... that's why I played this one first. What's the follow-up? Yorion. Yorion? No. Ugh. And a land off the top, you say? Well, we can afford to transform this barely, and we're dead if we don't. So, I guess we're transforming and crashing in, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, they have priority. Why do you have priority? No. Stop. Stop being mean. Oh. Block, block, block. Take 1. Kill us on the backswing. Oops. No need to report a bug. Why was that the last card? They had Yorion and Stace and whatever that card was. They could cast it both in the same turn. That's frustrating. Okay, so the format is slow, but is the format 4-drop, 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 5-drop slow? Probably not this slow, but they did mulligan, and we'd get an extra card. So there's a chance. Probably, if they didn't mulligan, and they have a 1-drop. Well, now we can cast everything. Let's just see if we die before then. Good news for you. You won't be needing to do much. Swamp cycling makes sense. No 3-drop, please. All right, well, it's a card we can play. So I'll take it. Even if they're going to immediately kill it with that -2/-2, but it's something. Yeah, I don't need you. So here comes the kill spell. Vanquish the weak. Close enough. Hey, I get to surveil 1 again. Yeah, don't need you. You know about me and lands. Alright, what's the play? No play. Here's some more. Can I interest you in 3 off the top? So we kept a 3-lander. We've drawn 1, 2, 3 more and put 2 into the yard. So there's 5 out of 6 the top cards have been lands so far. Come on, come on, Wizards. Don't the VIP accounts have something better than this? Guess we'll just go ahead and play our 4/4. We'll see if they can kill this one. I wonder if they have the Grim Bounty instant speed spell. Nope, they did not. So now we can Invasion and potentially flip it next turn. Or we could just play Bonded Herd Beast. Okay, I guess we'll just be mana efficient here. They're choosing not to do whatever they have. Okay, they found blue. Do they need blue? Is that the key? Not necessarily, but an extra mana was. I'll just play a Converter Beast here. I know we could be flipping this invasion. I'm just not sure how good that necessarily is at the moment. It's probably fine. No need to animate this. I think they're trying to bait out a sorcery speed removal to kill it. Or they have a board wipe. That's fine. Now I think we can go ahead and do this. And we'll see if they have a way to remove one of these here to prevent us from flipping it immediately. Nope, alright. So we did just give away 9 damage to flip that, which is notable. Again, that's where, like, I'm wondering how good it is to do that with battles, you know? Like, they could be at 3, effectively, if we just ignored that. But is that worth it? I mean, we did get a pretty big advantage here. We have a 2/3 flyer that deals damage to draw a card, which is great. That's fine. Okay, not bad. Tandem Takedown is a great card. So are all the lands we keep drawing. Okay, draw a card. And then just put all kinds of power and toughness on the battlefield here. Another Rotten Tail. Really hope we just don't top deck another land. Like, I've had enough of them. We've got 2 in the yard too, so we found 10. Alright, there goes Final Flourish. Plus putting the counters somewhere now, I guess. They put the counters on the Shade. I mean, we can't really attack, except with the Saboteurs. That was an interesting attack. Wait, why did I block? If I had lethal there. Now I have lethal. Oh well. Okay, cool. Well, we got there anyway, so at least we got up to 3. Let's see if we can get a couple more here. Alright, we go first this time with at least a 2-drop. So I think we can keep this. Playing against Blood Chin. Drawing more 4 and 5s. Take some poison. Alright, we're back to Phyrexia, all will be one. Not quite, but you know what I mean. Okay, they forest cycled away to get their forest here. What's your 3-drop? Important Tracker, that's fine. Alright, come on, poison. Let's see if they have a 5-drop. No, but that's a good 4-drop, or 3, I guess. And then they can cast a 2 here. Okay, alright, yeah, we can't really get rid of that, unfortunately. So we can transform this right now and hit them for 10. Or we can just hit them for 5, play a herd beast. Is hitting them for 10 even worth it? Like, we're going to do that at the expense of adding to our board here. So I think I'm just going to attack and play the herd beast. They can't currently kill the invasion unless they have like removal and haste. Well, they're playing a bunch of chump blockers, that's for sure. So we can't do anything more than play one thing this turn, or transform one creature. I think transforming this hermit is going to be really good. Just gotta hope they don't have like an instant speed blow them out kind of spell. Okay, that's fine. Okay, go to 4. Can't let Finn hit you again. Okay, they're going to flip that here by tapping the Portent Tracker. They got a 4/4 Trample Ward 2. Okay, 6/6 and another Portent Tracker. Okay, so if we flip this right now, they have to chump Finn and then trade here and here. That's probably the best this is going to get, I think. We have a lot of things on the backside to help us, so we just do this. And no matter what, this is dying. No matter what, everything is dying here. Yeah. Oh no! Well, I lied. Well, they had a combat trick. What am I going to do about that? Oh man, come on. How are we going to get the last bit through here? Huh. Now we're on the back foot. Interesting. 6 mana. 6 mana. All right. Dang, that was a big turn. The stinking combat trick is what's gonna get us here. We're like, I hate when we get like randomly weirdly choked. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, what a brutal game. What a brutal, brutal game. Well, good game, I guess. Still a sweet deck. We only saw our Planeswalker once, and I misplayed with it, so that was great. I think it's a really good deck. We just got strangely like screwed on mana there at the end, and they had the combat trick, and the combat trick is what did it. I mean, maybe I was a little bit too aggressive, but I didn't think they had the combat trick, so it is what it is. All right, well, still sweet deck. Thanks so much for tuning in for today, and then the next deck, or the next draft you'll see will likely just be, you know, drafted the general populace, not VIP, not early access. So thanks so much for tuning in for all these early access events, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.